Hello, good evening, everyone. How are you today? My name is Michelle, and I'm your host for today's session. All right, first of all, I'd like to welcome all of you to our monthly team meeting session. First time on Zoom. Usually, we have it face-to-face in a physical location, but this is the first time we're having it on Zoom. Okay, as I can see, there are some attendees that are actually from outstation. Also, from Singapore, and let me see. Well, we have people from India as well. Wow, looks like our team is really global. Like you can see from here, with a Zoom app like that, we can actually penetrate so many countries. We can build this business over 140 over countries. So please, all of you who are online now, please, from Ipoh, yes, Liz, hi, from Ipoh as well. Do type in where you're from, your location, that would be great, like where we can see as well. Fantastic, right. So you can see how global you can bring Janess. Even like people do share with me on the plane, Mumbai, yes, Captain, we see that you're on as well. Well, welcome everyone to our first monthly team meeting on Zoom. We are going to have this regularly every month because, as you know, our team is going global, all right? So before we start, can I encourage all of you to just dedicate the next 60 minutes to you, okay? Take notes, and just try to turn off whatever distractions that you have. If you have young children with you, maybe give them something to do for the next 60 minutes or make them sleep. All right, so before we start, I'd like you to just concentrate, focus again for you to learn how to do the business, because we're going to have a lot of speakers and also panelists sharing their testimonials a little later on. All right, so I'm going to share my screen so that you are able to see. All right, just bear with me for a second, please. Okay, all right. I hope you can see my screen. All right, there you go. All right, like I mentioned, this is our first monthly team meeting on Zoom. All right, so we're going to have this regularly. So what's this going to be about? This whole session, 60 minutes, we will cover the latest updates. We will feature one particular product every month, so all of you will learn each product, and you will also hear testimonials regarding that particular product that we are featuring for the month. You will also be updated of the events that are coming up for the month or even the following month. And of course, we will have a short Q&A session with our directors, all right? So the latest updates, let me just go to the latest updates. We will, in fact, the company has just announced that they'll be having a grand OPP, like a roadshow for outstation members. So outstation members like Liz just now from Ipoh, great news. And they will be covering the products and also the business aspect of it for the prospects. And we are also, inviting for leaders over there to step up to be speakers, and part of it will be subsidized by the company as well. So of course, what's June all about? 0% GST, zero GST. So right now, take advantage of the promotion packages that are on for our existing members, and of course the sign-up packages for our new members. And if you haven't got the limited edition of Revital Blue Shaker, do get it, because it comes with these packages. And if you look at the packages pricing, they are all very affordable, and you're getting much more value for your money. But bear in mind, this is only until the end of the month, 30th June. By the way, it's also my birthday month, so it's a very special month for everyone, all right? So the next thing I wanted to share with you is the team meeting. We're going to have this team meeting every first Tuesday of the month, okay? First Tuesday of every month. So every one of you, please mark your diary now, okay? Take out your diary, whether it's an electronic diary or whether it's a paper diary, whatever it is, please mark the first Tuesday of every month, we're going to have this session 9 p.m. Malaysian time. So for Captain in India, yours will be 6:30 India Standard Time. So the next session will be next month, 3rd of July on the Tuesday. Please mark your calendar. We will have different leaders hosting every single time. So every single leader, they will share, first of all, their experience, and also they will take us through the session outline that I've just mentioned, but also featuring the different products and events of the month, all right? So please mark your calendar again for the first Tuesday of every month. Make sure your team, if they miss this round, make sure they're on the next one, all right? So they're updated, and the more you plug them in the system, let us help you build your team. Leverage on, Zoom webinars like that to help you to build your team global even, all right? Okay, so let's start with the first product. Of course, we all know is Revita Blue featured product, because there's lots of questions around it. There are great testimonials. So therefore, we are actually dedicating this session to Revita Blue, and we have got just the right person to talk to you about Revita Blue. He is, I would say, I know he is a technopreneur, but I see him more as a medical researcher. So he goes in depth studying each product. He's very knowledgeable. So let us bring on Dr. Julian. Dr. Julian, are you there? Our Ruby director, Dr.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Dr.
How are you?
How are you?
Great, thank you.
Good.
Hello to everyone.
Yes, you were out just now. You're
Yes,
back.
out for dinner.
Fantastic. Thank you for making the time today
Sure.
to share with us on Revita Blue. I know you've been in our team. You've been the man that we go to for Revita Blue questions. Therefore, we've asked if you can spend a little bit of time with us today, just to cover briefly on Revita Blue. But I've got a couple of questions for you. All right?
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Do I start with the presentation first, or do you want to ask me the questions?
Yes. So first of all, what is Revita Blue? We
sure.
have heard it many times, but how do we actually explain Revita Blue in simple layman terms to our prospects or even our team members?
Okay, well, first of all, I think it's important to know the difference between Reserve and Revita Blue, so that we know how to explain, what are the differences, because I know a lot of people get confused with regards to what is Reserve, and in this case, this is Reserve, and no doubt this is Revita Blue, two very separate products. But the best part about what we have in our YES system is that they work synergistically together, okay? There is no overlap in that sense, because they have separate functions. So as you can recall, with Reserve, it actually helps us defend and keeps our cells healthy. So that's the main function of Reserve, okay? And when we're talking about the cells, with what Reserve acts on, we are generally talking about the somatic cells, but no doubt it also helps maintain cellular health with regards to stem cells as well, okay? But Revita Blue, on the other hand, its main function is to actually renew the renewal process by releasing new adult stem cells from our bone marrow into our blood circulation, okay? From which point, once it actually enters into the blood, and it's always in our blood, okay? Once it's in our blood, it will go to various areas that requires them. These areas will send out a growth factor signal that will attract them to it. And once it comes into contact with whichever tissues that it requires support, it will start to differentiate itself to the respective tissues. And it will start to multiply from that, and it will start to give support with regards to helping heal and renew whatever is required.
Wow, it's amazing.
I hope that is clear.
Yes, it's amazing. I mean, how our body can benefit from a product like Revita Blue. I have just one glass with me right now, and I'm going to say cheers to Revita Blue.
Cheers. I don't have it with me, unfortunately.
It's amazing. And we have got great news about Christian Drapo. Afterwards, we'll leave it to the end. I will share with you what's happening later. And would you like to also explain more about the main function of Revitablue?
I suppose maybe if you could go back to the last slide and to explain the key ingredients in Revitablue. As you can see, it's AFA, Phanezo Floss aqua, okay, and it's a blue-green algae. And another type of blue-green algae that you'll probably be familiar with is spirulina, okay? So these two compounds are actually used as a supplements, and they're very, very popular. But one thing to note, it's not just AFA. We actually have sea buckthorn, aloe, and aloe is not, you know, a lot of people will claim, yes, we have aloe vera as well. So I'm sure it has some kind of support with regards to maybe supporting the release of adult stem cells from our bone marrows. But here again, it's only 2 specific extracts that does this function. So it's not all aloe that does it, aloe vera, but only 2 kinds. And Christian Drapo knows which type to actually use. And the 4th key ingredient is actually beta-glucan, which actually helps with the absorption with regards to making it more effective in terms of the bioavailability, in terms of you know, our adult stem cells traveling to the various parts that requires that additional support. So if you look at these 3 ingredients, they're all just food. They are no doubt superfoods. So there's no, you know, this is not a drug. So we do not have to be overly concerned with regards to taking a product like this. And it actually supports, and if essentially why we fall ill, or rather all the chronic age-related illnesses that we get over our lifetime is due to the loss of cells, right? And these are somatic cells. They are the specialized cells. They can be like our retina cells, our skin cells, our heart cells, liver cells, pancreatic cells, and so forth. All these are specialized cells. They themselves would differentiate and multiply. But the beauty with what Revitablue does is that whenever it requires that additional support, you know, the adult stem cells that are actually released from our bone marrow will actually start to differentiate themselves to whatever tissues that requires that additional support. So this is the main function of what Revitablue, and it's no different because we've been doing it all of our lives, okay? And at which point we would actually start to release more stem cells, like what we are seeing here in Revitablue, is when we are actually doing, you know, vigorous exercise. We will release the same amount of adult stem cells into our blood circulation.
Wow.
So we are not doing any additional damage to our body at all. A lot of people have asked the question, will it in the long term damage the bone marrow? Okay, it does not do that, because whatever is released from our bone marrow, the supply, it's always making a duplicate of itself before it releases it. So it will never deplete. Even though there have actually been tests where they've actually removed adult stem cells from bone marrows from test subjects, animals, okay? And they replace it with 1 adult stem cells. And even with this, just 1 adult stem cells, it will start to multiply itself.
Wow.
So we will never run out of our adult stem cells.
Wow, amazing. All right. So what would be like, you know, you've covered the function of it, but in relation to, just 1 minute, let me just, yeah. How would it support us in terms of healthy aging? Because I think everyone wants to feel young, look young. So how would it do that?
Well, as I mentioned earlier, Michelle, it's why we age is the loss of cells, the loss of tissue cells, essentially. So essentially, everything is a balance. If you want to stay healthy, it's to be in a state of homeostasis. Just like with reserve, for example, oxidative stress. That's something that reserve is very good at combating. So what we want to do is essentially, we still need oxygen. We can't live without oxygen. But too much and excessive oxygen is actually bad for the body. So likewise, with what we have here in Revitablue, we are losing like 50 billion cells every single day. Each of our organ loses cells at different rates. So whenever these cells are lost, they need to be replenished. And how they're replenished is through our existing specialized cells, where they start to duplicate themselves, okay? But there is a limit, the Hayflick's limit of 40 to 60 divisions before which the cell will die, okay? But beyond that, with RevitaBlue, essentially what it does is that it gives us that additional new adult stem cells, which will itself differentiate itself to the specialized cells that requires the support. So this is essentially what RevitaBlue does. It gives us, okay, let me simplify it, okay? And Christian Drapo used this analogy, and I feel it's a very good one. Essentially, we are in the battle of replacing our lost cells, okay? Say it's a battle, it's a war, okay? The existing cells in our body, the somatic cells, the specialized cells, what we want to do is we want to use reserve to keep them healthy. They're healthy, our warriors are, our cells are, they will perform better, essentially, okay? So what we are doing with RevitaBlue is that we are essentially releasing new soldiers or adult stem cells into the battlefield to actually win this war against aging.
That's a great analogy, Dr. Julian. So one is to renew, as in RevitaBlue is to renew, and
That's
reserve
right.
is defending, like making sure
Right.
our soldiers are healthy. Perfect. I like
That's
that.
right.
So actually, there were lots of questions that came up with regards to RevitaBlue, but I like to just, because of timing, I mean, of course, we can have another session on RevitaBlue, as the questions come in. But the thing is, this question came out just a few days ago, and it's from one of our team members. Somebody has got cancer, okay? Would you recommend both RevitaBlue and Reserve, or just Reserve or RevitaBlue? How would you, advise this person?
Actually, this question came from Liz's team. They were asking more towards if someone has, one of their friends has cancer, and will RevitaBlue help, and how much RevitaBlue should one be taking to actually fight, to fight this cancer?
Yes.
So my response was, if you look at what Reserve does, Reserve is fantastic to combat cancer, because it causes apoptosis, which is essentially all the cells that have probably gone through its full extent of its life will automatically commit suicide. It will kill itself. So rather than it being mutated into cancer cells, apoptosis process will start to kill them. They will kill themselves, essentially, okay? So Reserve is very good in that area. Reserve also is fantastic with regards to anti-angiogenesis, essentially to starve cancer cells, right? So this is what we want to do, because if you were to do a Google search, whenever someone asks us if our products is able to support, and probably help people with these sort of chronic age-related illnesses, like say cancer, there are evidence that shows it. We don't necessarily make the claims ourselves because we are not medical doctors. We can relate relevant stories about it, but more importantly, I think, just show them Google Scholar, get them going to Google Scholar and search resveratrol and cancer. And by doing that alone, there'll be a huge list of research that is actually being done on resveratrol to combat various forms of cancer. And I must say, resveratrol is suitable for some form of cancers, not all cancers. So that's why it's actually good to be able to do that Google Scholar, not just Google, but do it through Google Scholar and type in resveratrol and cancer or diabetes or Alzheimer's, whatever, okay? So likewise, you can do that with RevitaBlue. Okay, RevitaBlue is a little different. As I mentioned earlier, why we fall ill or why we actually get all these age-related chronic illnesses over time is that the cells in our bodies are dying faster than it's being replenished, okay? So most chronic age-related illnesses are due to the loss of cells. So this is where RevitaBlue is fantastic. However, cancer is a little bit different because it's the propagation of cells. In this case, the mutated cells, the cancer cells, the tumor itself. So it's a little different, but there have been studies that has been done whereby Christian Drapo himself has actually done this study. He basically administered or gave mice breast cancer, okay? And from that, they actually started to feed the mice with Revitablu. Okay, very high dosage of Revitablu. And within 3 weeks, the mice actually recovered. Okay, so
Wow.
there are actually positive indicators, but
Mhm.
as I mentioned, if you are looking at cancer, actually Reserve is the better solution.
Okay.
However, Revitablu does lend support because there are other studies as well where it actually shows that Revitablu doesn't necessarily aid directly in the killing of cancer cells, but it does not propagate it any further as well.
Okay. Wow.
Okay, so my suggestion is what I recommended to Liz, and always best to check, you know, with your medical or anyone that medical doctor with maybe nutritional background. Okay, someone that actually believes in nutrition as well. So my recommendation was maybe to take 3 to 6 sachets of Reserve, depending on the severity of the cancer. Okay, and maybe to take 1 or 2 sachets of Revitablu daily,
Okay.
depending on the severity. Okay, that was my recommendation. But I did ask Steffi to check with Dr. Stephen, her husband. So if there's any feedback, that would be good
Well,
to
see,
actually
I
hear it
told
from a
you that,
medical point of view.
yeah, I told you that Dr. Julian has got a wealth of knowledge about all our products. That's why, yeah, we've got you on to share about Revitablu. I know there's so many things we want to learn from you, Dr. Julian, but because of time constraints, we love to have you back again,
Sure.
you know, especially in your tight schedule. Just one last thing. You were telling me
Yes.
about this testimonial. Just a quick one from a team.
About Revitablu, right?
Yes, yes. Please do share with us
Okay.
quickly on that. Thank
Actually, this is actually in a different team, but it's still part of the USGS. Okay, one of the business partners' father fell very ill, hospitalized, and essentially had lung infection, and essentially was infected with 5 different kinds of viruses. But unfortunately, the father, that particular father, was allergic to antibiotics, so was eventually admitted into ICU and has remained in ICU for 3 weeks. So
you.
because the medical doctors would administer antibiotics in such circumstances. So in this case, their hands were tied because the father was allergic to antibiotics and potentially could kill him from administrating the antibiotics itself. So eventually the doctors told the family, say, you know, be prepared. You know, there's nothing much that we can do on our end. And essentially then one of the family members, because they are internists and because they know of Revitablu, asked if the doctor could help administer Revitablu to the father. And the doctor, you know, being most medical doctors are very reluctant to do so, and however he is their private you know, their personal physician as well, so secretly he supported them and help them do that. And in a few days, you could see that the good, very positive response from the father, and eventually opened up his eyes. And today he's actually out of ICU.
Wow, such an amazing
Yeah,
testimonial.
it
You
is
know,
very powerful testimony.
yes, yes. I mean, we all, you know, we all have the products, I mean, in our hands. We actually have a very important message to share with the world. And, you know, sometimes you know, somewhere around the world, someone is needing to hear about our amazing products. Well, thank you very much, Dr. Julian, for helping us,
Thank
you
you,
know,
Michelle.
clarify more about Revitablu. And also, you know, the difference between Reserve and Revitablu. As you can see here, Reserve is about defending, like what Dr. Julian said, you know, protecting our soldiers. And Revitablu is about sending your soldiers out. So you can see a very clear difference between both of them. They work hand in hand. They are very complementary. So get the word out. We will actually be featuring, each product monthly. So please log on to the next session on the first Tuesday of every month so that you learn about the products. Because you never know, like I said, you may hold an important message and someone needs to hear it. Someone needs to hear it, whether it's your friend or your friend's friend. So let's learn in order for us to help more people. All right. So we have some more testimonials for you. And in fact, we have 3 other testimonials who are online right now, waiting to share how Revital Blue and also Reserve has helped them in either their medical condition or in something that they want to achieve. Let's start with the first one, all right? I'm going to call on Riona. Riona, are you there? Riona is a medical consultant. I actually caught up with her sometime this year. It was March this year. And I just have seen that transformation, from just like, just few months, 3 months, and I can already see the transformation. So maybe I will just stop my share for a moment so that we can, okay. All right, Riona, are you there?
Hello. Yeah,
Yes. Hi, Riona.
Hello everyone.
How are you?
我而家喺條街嗰度 ，OK。So I will do my sharing for 3 minutes. So 我用廣東話，你哋 OK 冇
？Yes. 我可以幫你翻譯。I will translate for you. But I also heard about your testimonial on how Revital Blue and Reserve has helped you with your weight management. I think a lot of people out there want to lose weight and they want to lose the right way. So please share with us what you did and what you ate and how. Okay?
Okay. Actually 我係啱開始食嘅時候咧，其實一向嚟我都有食呢個 reserve 嘅。Okay. Can you hear me? 聽到冇
？Yes.
Okay. So from 呢個 reserve 嘅時候，其實我食咧都係 OK 嘅，只不過係講reserve 嘅工作係幫我哋講嚟improve 呢個 metabolism。Actually 我都係響冇任何 on diet 嘅情況之下，亦都好少做 exercise 嘅情況之下 ，and then 我都係慢慢開始瘦。But of course 佢係好健康咁樣嘅瘦啦。OK。咁 after actually 我哋嘅個 Revital Blue launching，我哋嘅4月28號嗰日 ，after 呢個 event 過後咧，我有 purchase 呢個 Revital Blue 嚟 try，OK， 咁我就用我嘅方法嚟 try 啦。咁 from 呢個 Revital Blue，朝頭早 before meal 我就食1包 ，after that about 12點過後咧，我就 after lunch 之後我就食呢個 reserve， 所以我係 separately 食嘅 ，OK。咁我食咗之後咧，大概 I think until 今日咧係大概1個月左右啦 ，OK。and then 我就再去稱我個磅啦，咁 is very surprise 我就 lost 咗6.8個 kg 啦。
6.8 kilos.
Yes.
And in how many weeks or that means?
I think 如果係咁上下，應該係1個月，啱啱1個月。
Wow, 6.8 kilos. And how many reserve you took?
1 day 1 and then 1 day 1 Revital Blue means that 我係一日1包 Revital Blue 同埋一日1包 reserve 咁樣嘅啫。
Wow, that's amazing. 6.8 kilos in 30 days. Now, get the word out there. That's a fantastic testimonial as well. So besides that, how else do you feel? Do you feel like more energetic?
Actually 仲有一個嘢係我愛 sharing 嘅就係 previously 係咪其實我係我個 confinement is not really well。所以我就有 back pain 嘅問題 ，OK？ 咁樣其實食呢個 Revital Blue 嘅時候咧，係有啲作用嘅。Actually 我哋嘅身體如果係唔舒服啦 ，definitely 係會有啲反應嘅。譬如我哋講嗰陣我 try for first day 嘅時候咧，我有啲好似好熱，唔係好舒服 ，OK？But 我都係 insist every day 我都 take one pack，OK？ 咁樣食啦。咁 after 2 weeks， 我 feel 到我嘅 back pain 係直頭冇咗嘅。So 我 feel good is very good， 所以我就而家係好 consistent， 每一日我都食一個 Revital Blue 同埋一個 reserve 咯。
Wow, that's amazing. So just a quick translation of Riona's testimonial. Riona, just stay online. Just correct me if I'm missed out anything. Well, you took reserve and RevitaBlue for 30 days. In fact, before that, you were taking Reserve, but from the 28th of April, the launch of RevitaBlue, you added RevitaBlue into your supplement list. And every day you take one Reserve and one RevitaBlue, and in 30 days, you lost 6.8 kilos.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And after, because you were facing some problems, some back pain after confinement, now it's being relieved as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Rhoda. I'd love to hear more about it because I believe that the next 30 days, we will see more results and more improvement. You know, I just wanted to say, this photo that you have on the right, everyone can see, it looks like a Miss Malaysia to me. Amazing, because I can see the difference also on your skin, your face.
Yes.
So yeah, I think internally it's helped, externally it has also helped. So you look amazing. Thank you again, Riona, for your sharing.
All right.
So I will call on the next person. Well, the next person, before I introduce this person, he is, I would say, I like to call him Elvis. He looks like Elvis. And unfortunately, we're not able to see him today. So I just have a photo of him, but you can hear him. All right. He is, just a moment, let me just see my slide. It's Trevor, an ex-consultant and trainer from Singapore. And Trevor, are you there?
Hi everyone.
Hi,
I'm here.
Trevor, how are you?
Really good, really good.
Where are you now, in Singapore or Malaysia?
I'm in Malaysia.
Fantastic, you're closer to home then.
That's right.
So this photo does look like Elvis. So I was just wondering, no, I'm not gonna ask you to sing, but okay, I hear the testimonial from you and I thought that is fantastic, how it's helped you with your asthma condition. Can you please share with our team today, how did RevitaBlue and Reserve help you?
Yeah, sure. Evening, everyone. Thanks for joining in this lovely Zoom session. I was born with asthma. You know, as a baby, I came into the world, I had asthma. And it plagued me for a good part of my childhood. In my in my late teens, my early 20s, it disappeared because I became very, very active in sport and stuff like that. But later on, in my mid-40s, it just came back, and it came back with a vengeance, you know. Oh. And before I started on this RevitaBlue, I had to take my asthma pump, the inhaler, at least twice a day, and also once with my nebulizer, my asthma nebulizer. Otherwise, I would struggle through the day. But you know, I've now been with Janice, and I've been taking RevitaBlue now for what, at least a month now.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And what has happened is I've not had to use my pump at all.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Neither my nebulizer nor my asthma pump. So my asthma pumps are just, you know, left on my bedside, and of course my wife does carry one with her every now and then because she still takes my breath away. Yeah. And that has helped me you know, really big time. So what I've been doing is I've been taking RevitaBlue, one sachet in the morning and one at night. All right, together with, of course, my Reserve. And this is the result. But if I may add, I'm also suffering from an autoimmune allergic problem. You know, I don't know the cause of what triggers this off, but I break out in really bad hives. Hives are like mosquito bites, but like 6 times larger than that.
Big rashes.
Yeah, huge rashes all over. My lips get swollen. My I turn into the Incredible Hulk.
Oh, from Elvis to Incredible Hulk. That would be
that's bad. That's bad. But what's really scary is that it starts to narrow my air passage, okay?
Wow.
And I start to lose my voice, and ultimately, if I don't get to the hospital in time, I could just suffocate and die.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah. So I had an episode one evening last week when I was down at the Junis office,
Mhm.
and for no reason, again, I just broke up. All right. So my wife Lydia told me, she says, "Well, don't panic. Go to the car, grab two sachets of reserve, take that, and let's see what happens." So I did that, and I could feel this breakout slowly start to come down, but the swelling didn't come down until I took 2 sachets of Revita Blue. All right.
Wow.
I think there was a lady that caught me putting 2 sachets into 1 cup, and she looked at me in amazement. She says, "You cannot do that," you know. But I was polite enough to say, "Yes, I know." But I went on to do it, and what? An hour and a half later, I was back to my normal self. So I think Revita Blue has, or is contributing to this problem. I mean, to the recovery of this problem. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know about this latest episode and how you have taken 2 Revita Blue and 2 Reserve at the same time. That's fantastic. I mean, to be able to calm whatever condition that was, just the hives appearing everywhere, and and you just not being well. I mean, it's able to calm that situation straight away for you.
Yeah, it really was a lifesaver, and it also Revita Blue does actually increase my level of humor as well.
All right, I love that. So everyone online, please take Revita Blue so that you can live a longer life. Remember, laughter is the best medicine. So, humor is good, laughter is good. So take Revita Blue and you can live a long life. That's Trevor's, what do you call your quote, is it? Is that
Yes,
right?
that's right. Yeah. If you smile longer and you laugh more, you live longer. So, it all adds up.
That's a great testimonial. So it's helped you with asthma, it's helped you with the hives, and now living a long life because of humor. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Trevor, for sharing with us.
Most welcome.
Hear more about stories and how now you don't even have to use the nebulizer nor the pump. That's fantastic because not a lot of people know about Revita Blue and Reserve and how they can actually help calm situations like that. Especially with asthma. Like you said, it came back with a vengeance that will be really bad. So thankfully for Reserve and Revita Blue, and of course Janess. Now you get to live decades of healthy living and happy living with your wife, Lydia. Yeah. All right, say hi to Lydia for me too, all right?
I will.
Thank you for your sharing.
No worries.
All right. So the next testimonial speaker that I'd like to bring on, in fact, it's not just one person. It's actually a power couple. This lovely couple, I think everyone will recognize when I put the photo on. That's MJ. MJ, are you online now? MJ, are you there? MJ? Hi, MJ. I cannot really see you. MJ and Christine there? Not really. Can't see you at the moment. There you are. We can see Michael Jackson. So just now we had Elvis. Now we have Michael Jackson online. Hi, MJ.
Hi.
Yes. Well, you said to me just now, you have a great testimonial to share.
Yes.
And it's just about a few weeks ago that it happened.
Yes.
And you wouldn't tell me because you say it's like a secret. So now this secret is out to the whole team. I love to hear about it. You got me excited. So please share. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Just there's a bit of a hissing sound.
Okay. Actually, we just came back from the cruise,
Yes.
just 4 days ago. So,
sorry, NJ, do you have 2 devices that is on? Perhaps can
on the phone, is it?
Yeah, can use one device and the other one can turn off.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
So we just came back from our tour sponsored by Gines. So we were there for 23 days overseas.
MJ, could you just come closer to the phone or the laptop because we can not really hear you clearly?
Okay. This. Are you okay?
Yeah, louder, a bit louder.
Okay. What about this?
Use your Michael Jackson voice.
Okay, sure. Okay. Well, we just came back 4 days ago. Can you hear me?
Yes, now yes.
All right. I just came back 4 days ago with my wife from the Gines company trip in Vancouver. We have spent up to 23 days in the Rocky Mountains and Alaska trip. So the weather there was a bit cold. So during the sea quest, I caught a very severe cold. So I don't know what to do. And then when I start to go on the cruise, I cannot buy any medicine without any prescription. So what we did, we only carried 2.5 boxes of reserve and 2 boxes of Revita Blue with us. Because that's all we have. So what it attacks me was my air passage get very tight. I have a very strong wheezing sound when I sleep, and
very strong what? Sorry, MJ.
Wheezing is like asthma.
Oh, wheezing asthma. Oh, yes, got it. Yes.
For the past 2.5 years, both me and my wife, we didn't see any doctors, you know. So they are all depending on reserve and reserve so far. So during the April launch of Revita Blue, we took 2 boxes with us on the trip. So while I don't have any prescription, I cannot buy any Ventolin or spray from the pharmacy. So finally, I had to sustain it on Revita Blue and reserve. So during the 3rd day, I found that my wheezing was gone. So that is during the 3rd day, I'll be taking 2 sessions of Revita Blue and 2 reserve. So that is wonder. I don't have to go and see the doctor on board the ship. It will cost you about $150 USD, per session. So, and finally the thing just go up. And when I came back here, I'm pretty well now.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah. So wheezing, it helped you with your wheezing condition, something like asthma, and you took 2 Revita Blue and 2 reserve. So everyone that's online, never leave home without your reserve and Revita Blue because it might just save you like what it happened with MJ. Amazing. Yes, and you had a long holiday, I hear, at Vancouver.
So the weather when you on the sea quest is given by Gines, and we go on a small boat, speedboat, and they do treasure hunt. So the wind and the coldness that blow onto my face when I breathe. So during that 2 days after that, I suffered a very strong severe cold that attacked my air passage. So that's why I was very scared during the 3rd day. And my air passage, I do not have much oxygen supply to me. Finally, I really depend so much on Revita Blue and reserve. I found 2 boxes, 2 sessions of reserve and Revita Blue. That's it.
Wow, amazing testimonial. Like I said to everyone, you never know, someone may be wanting to hear about this message. As you all hear these testimonials being shared, these are real people, real stories, and real happenings that, something happened and emergency, things like that. And Reserve and Revita Blue has helped them tremendously. So thank you so much, MJ. Is that right? You took 2 reserve and 2 Revita Blue every day for how long did you do that for?
3 days. For 3 days.
3 days. Fantastic. And I believe Christine, your wife, your lovely wife, can we see her? We cannot really see her. But she's also benefiting from Reserve and Revita Blue as well. Is that right?
I'm taking the same amount. I look at MJ, I have so I have to take the same amount to protect myself from any sickness.
So you're taking the same amount as well. That's good. That's good. So both of you will be power couple, power healthy couple, and happy. Looking forward to seeing you both again. I believe in the next month, we will be catching up very soon. Thank you again for your sharing, MJ and Christine.
Thank you.
Right, so there you go. You know, people on the line, you know, sometimes we can collect all these testimonies, we hear about it, but so often we just hear, we don't share or we don't tell people about it. You never know, like I said, you know, somebody's friend or another, you know, friend's friend may be needing to hear this message. So take down today, you know, take notes, like I said at the beginning, take notes of all these testimonials that are being shared. If you want more details, do post on the group chat so that we can share with you more information about it. But you already know it's helped with weight management, it's helped with asthma, it's helped with allergies, hives, it's helped with cold and wheezing and all that. So, you know, and also like what Dr. Julian has shared earlier on, you know, somebody that couldn't take antibiotics is benefited. So, you know, we have got amazing, awesome products that we should just go out and tell the world about it. All right. So how else can we tell the world about it? Through events. Now I'm going to ask all of you online, just think about it. What I'm going to ask you is, are you a promoter of events or are you an announcer of events? I mean, we have great events planned out for the team. Do you announce, like, you know, broadcast, hey, this event is coming up and, you know, what date, you know, time, venue, and full stop, period. Is that what you do? Or come along, you know, check this out, or what else do you do? Because it's very important to differentiate between being an announcer and being a promoter, okay? We in Jeunesse should be promoter of events. What do we promote? Okay, the logistics, like I said, when, you know, where the venue are all, is all on the flyer. But people want to know, why do they have to be there? Why does your team member have to be there? Why does your prospect have to be there? You know, the why is very, very important when you are promoting or encouraging your prospect or your team member to attend the events that we plan for you. So, you know, the directors, the leaders all have worked hard to make sure that we have great events for you all to leverage on. And it is on at events like that that people see, you know, first of all, what Jeunesse is about, they hear about it, but they also feel the culture. They also feel that, you know, they want to be a part of it. So I would encourage everyone to always look at events that I'm going to share with you now, a few of them for this month. Look at it and think, why? Why does my prospect need to be there? Why? Why does my team member need to be there? What's in it for them? You know, the FM station, WIIFM, what's in it for me? So always think on behalf of your prospect and your team member, what's in it for them? Okay, so starting with the first one, I will just minimize this for a moment so that all of you can see it. Well, as you all know, we have a Parents' Day promo happening May and June. Our Diamond Steffi has fully sponsored this event for you. You know, yes, it is a day where you get a makeover, you know, you look good, your team member looks good, you take a photo and, you know, but don't make it the end of it. Yes, it can be used for soft marketing. You can put it on Facebook, you can put it, you know, you can put it as your profile picture, but also come together as a team. You know, bond together, have the, you know, sessions back to back so that you all can discuss and, you know, plan for the next few months leading to the end of the year, what you're going to do with the rest of the 6-7 months of 2018 to make it a better 2019. So, you know, all this time that you have is not just for the makeover, but actually make it about how you and your team can work together to make the best of 2018 moving forward. All right. So as you can see, these are the ways to qualify. I wouldn't really go into detail. You can always get the information from your leaders. But again, bear in mind, this is important for you to always specify the why. Why does your team need to be there? Why does your prospect, the new team member that's just joined, okay, why do they have to come for this professional makeup. Not just to look good, but I believe looking good, feeling good, but actually living life to the fullest wherever they are. So as they're doing their makeover, you can have a chat with them, find out, you know, what's happening in their life now and whether they are prepared to go for a change in order for them to have better years ahead. Same goes, team retreat that we are having coming up also. In fact, for this whole month, you know, achieving 500 CV, that will give you one retreat space. This is a, I would say, you know, we had a team retreat last year and it was fantastic because there was a lot of team bonding. Of course, this is an additional incentive for your performance besides your GPS and all the commissions that you earn from the different income streams. But I would see this as a platform where you can, again, get together as a team, learn. We had breakthrough sessions as well throughout the 2 days of this team retreat. So, you know, make this about your team, you know, how you can help your team, not just work out or how you say sign up people, but it's about bringing them together, having that personal breakthrough, having that personal growth, having that team togetherness to work things out, to build on the business, and also, you know, for their future. Okay, so the next event that's coming up, as you all know, next Tuesday, 19th of June, not this one, the next one, 7:30, we are going to have 2 speakers, one of which is a doctor. Hear it from the doctor's perspective on health and wellness. It's so important that we do. In fact, at the moment, I'm speaking myself to a GP, and she is like, you know, she's looking at this whole e-commerce business, Jeanette, as, wow, I mean, she never thought that she could do that as a GP. So I would encourage you, you know, you all to talk to doctors. After you hear from Dr. Rajamani on her perspective on, you know, the new revolution in health and wellness. And of course, we have our US Diamond Director, Kina Chia, all the way coming to help us to train our team members. And, you know, please do plug in and get your members, get your team, even those that are not that active, those sleeping ones, to come on, because you may not know something being said at this session could turn on that switch and they are prepared to go for it again. So come to learn more success secrets from these powerful speakers. So the next one, we just had a SOS workshop recently. And one of the feedback was, it was too short. It was 2 hours. So now that we hear you, we are making it 5 hours. I hope 5 hours will do. But of course, you know, we could always go longer. But for now, it's going to be 5 hours, and we will have back-to-back activities. We will have real-life scenarios, workshops. What better platform for you to practice? Instead of in front of the prospect, do it at our SOS workshop. You know, learn on how you can invite more effectively, how you can close in order for that person to feel as though they are getting a great benefit and a value and they have made the right decision to join you, and how you can handle objections. You know, really all this we will be going through back to back. We will have SOS workshop, preferably we're trying to work out for on a monthly basis, but don't miss this one on the 23rd of June on a Saturday, and make sure again that your team members are on. Okay, very, very important. They come to it. It will save you a lot of time, a lot of effort to train them, because we have leaders there to train them for you. All right, so the next one, well, I believe some of you already know CJ, Coach CJ, and you know, because the last time when he was here I wasn't around, but I'm waiting to see him on the 24th of July. There is going to be a fun workout, 60 minutes of fantastic, it's a fitness experience with a star coach like CJ. I mean, you know, yes, his body looks good, but don't you want a body close to that, if not that? All right. So you have a combination of body weight training, you have partner exercise, you have cardio fitness, you know, all in that 60-minute, including RevitaBlue a short brief over RevitaBlue. So this is a perfect event for you to invite your prospects, first of all, to have fun, and they're laughing, and at the same time, they're hearing about Revital Blue and the whole youth enhancement system and how it could benefit them. So what better way when the environment is fun and people are talking all things health and wellness. That is when you are actually, for me, it's like, when you're having fun, it's not work. So to them, they will plug in even more. In fact, after they sign up, they will bring more people to this fun workout. Hopefully we can do another one the following month, if not the next. But again, even if you can bring your own team members, especially those that haven't been at events, this will be a fun workout for them. Do it together. Encourage that team bonding between, all of you. All right. So this event, again, partially sponsored by our Diamond Steffi Cha. It is actually 35 per person, actually more than that. But our Diamond is now subsidizing part of it, and our admission is just 20 ringgit per person. Do you know, for a coach like CJ to coach you, and for that kind of equipments that you can experiential performance, like we call it, that's amazing. That is a super duper good deal that you get, 20 ringgit per person. So please don't miss it. Mark your diary and start inviting. All right. Okay. The next one, Malay market is huge. I just wish that, you could see that how many percent, 60-70% of the population are Malays, and it's practically untapped, this market. So this is the best time for you to talk to your, not just Malay friends, like anyone who knows, will come along to this Hari Raya Jamuan and invite them, introduce Jeunesse to your process. This is a great platform to do that. And we do it in a very nice, friendly, fun environment, and they will also be exposed to Jeunesse values and cultures. So mark your diary again, 30th of June. This is one that's organized by the company. So do come earlier, bring your prospect, bring your team members again, all right? So this one, the one that we've been waiting for once a year, please do not miss this, 7th and 8th of July, Saturday, Sunday, KLU, KL Jeunesse University. I believe most of you have already gotten your tickets, but don't stop, keep going, because this is a platform, I would say, it's a 2-day event. 2-day event, you're learning from doctors, you're learning from successful leaders from around the world. Whether you're part-time, full-time, whatever that is, I feel that this is an essential event. It's vital for you to build a business, we would say like a multi-billion-dollar business, with just 2 days. 2 days of learning from amazing leaders around the world, how they got there and what are their success secrets, what are their stories behind it. Also invite and introduce Jeunesse to your prospects. This is a great platform as well. It will be very informative. It will be interesting for them. So, get them there. And also your team members, those team members that are, may not be in events for a while. They may be what I call, the term ICU kind of team members. Well, they plug them into the Jeunesse University and get them inspired by all the success stories. You never know, because I had the experience that after that 2 days, one of the team members that was so-called in ICU had a breakdown. She actually broke down and saw that how Jeunesse can actually help her achieve the life of her dreams. It is at events like that when you hear all those success stories from leaders, they are so inspiring that they will even activate your ICU members. So please mark your diary, get more tickets. Let us know if you need more tickets. We are trying to get early bird price tickets, but just talk to your leaders if you need more tickets. I think it's very, very important for you, first of all, to be there, and for your team members, set a goal, how many people you want to bring and how many prospects. Another thing is that, yes, Christian Drapeau, the man behind Revital Blue, will be there as well, the America's leading STEM scientist, and also Roy Truett. Roy Truett is the president of Asia Pacific and Africa. He was formerly with Niram and Manatag and Usana. But why is he with Jeunesse now? I believe this would you know, for you, you would hear it from him, hear it from his mouth, why he's choosing Jeunesse out of all the other network marketing companies. He's now with Jeunesse. You know, we have other management team members that actually moved from other companies to Jeunesse because, you know, we all know Jeunesse is a great company, but now it's getting more out there and people are actually joining us, you know, joining the management team. So with loads and heaps of experience. So, you know, hear it from Roy himself at the KLU. Of course, there'll be other speakers at KL Jeunesse University. So make sure you get enough tickets. Make sure you have a target of how many people you want to get there. And last but not least, we have IMO class happening on the 14th and 15th of July. Those of you who have already got the tickets, fantastic. Those of you who haven't, please do speak to your leaders about it. This is a event where you will have, or you and your team member will have that personal development, that breakthrough. And, you know, at that 2 days, they are able to, I guess, dig deep into what they really want for themselves. And through that, they can actually see Jeunesse as the answer. So this is a proven, this is part of the system, part of the USGS system. It's a proven system to duplicate. So do plug in your members who have just joined into the IMO class. Make sure that you book your seats now. And in fact, I don't know if we are able to get it, but do speak to your leaders as soon as possible, okay? Now, last but not least, I think everyone's waiting for this. Okay, this is a special session and we're going to have this every month as well, different directors. But the first one, of course, we will have that special diamond director that is dedicated, although she has been in confinement for a while, but she's always working behind the scenes. Don't you worry, she's always there. And, you know, she started off her traditional business, you know, sometime back when she was 20 years old. But can you imagine, from a traditional business owner, right through now on the Jeunesse platform, become a six-figure income entrepreneur, a global entrepreneur. You know, her success, like, you know, from operating 3 outlets, beauty spa outlets, now to an organization across the globe of almost 90,000 people under her. I mean, that's amazing success for a person that is so young. I let her tell you her story. All right, let's welcome our diamond director, Steffi. Steffi, are you there?
Hello, Michelle. Can you see me?
Hi, Steffi. How are you?
Yeah, hello. Good to
Well,
see
we
you.
all miss you. You've been away, but I know you've been, you know, coming to our events of late. Thank you very much for being there for us and for today.
I always around. You guys never stay away from me.
Yeah, we are your babies, right? Well, please share with us your story so that especially our new team members, I see a few, in fact, more than a few new team members online. They would love to hear your story.
Okay, good. I will a quick one. Just like everyone, we are grew up in Malaysia. Since young, I know that working for people is not it can't be changed my destiny. So at very young age, age 20, I started my traditional business, and time flies. 10 years I spent in my spa business. It gives me a very comfortable income, but it doesn't give me the value of life. And I don't have dreams. I only think that earning money that's all, and that's my life. But one day, one of my friends shared with me, why not you give yourself a chance, maybe something more you can achieve. So I come to Jeunesse, and thanks to Jeunesse, because of this one decision that I come in about 5 to 6 years ago, I become the first diamond in Jeunesse and achieve my financial freedom and time freedom at age 30. This is something dreams come true. So I to me, everyone can do it. I'm just a example. Every one of you can make it in Jeunesse.
Well, I would say thank you, Steffi. You made that decision 5 to 6 years ago. If not for you, we all wouldn't be here. We are all your babies. So thank you for making that decision. That one decision has you know, not just change your life, but it's also changing our lives. And you know, how many countries are you now in?
More than 30 countries, yeah.
Oh.
I also never think that one decision that I made 5 to 6 years ago, I just want to change my destiny, but it helped so many people gain back their health, and so many people fight back their value of life, they change their destiny as well. So I think to me, gymnastics is not just a business, it's a life, it's something that we make a decision that we can benefit others and at the same time benefit ourselves. Yeah.
That's right. I'm the beneficiary. Thank you. Thank you for that. Well, if only I knew you when I was 30 years old. Well, I just turned 46. So hopefully I can make it before 50, before I join the 50s club.
Don't worry, daughter will be the youngest diamond then.
Well, thank you, Steffi, for making that decision. If not for you, really, all of us will be here. Yeah. So, can you share with us, who's online, what is that, you know, that success secret that you have, that tip for all of us to learn from you?
Yeah. I always a lot of people asking me this question. Throughout this 5 to 6 year journey, I think not only to me, but a lot of diamonds in gymnastics, I think the most important is your intention. Like, I still remember one story that really hit me a lot is I heard that a story that a young boy, he want to learn Kung Fu. So he go to meet a Kung Fu master, and the Kung Fu master the next day bring him to the big ocean. So then the boy are so excited to waiting the Kung Fu master to teach him something special in the first day. So, but when he's waiting, the Kung Fu master suddenly push the boy head too inside to the ocean, the big sea. So the boy is struggling and he keep on struggling, but the Kung Fu master never let go the hand and keep on pushing his head into the sea. Then he used all his strength and push back, and finally get up. And he asked the Kung Fu master, why you want to do that to me? Why you want to make me die? And the Kung Fu master tell me, what are you thinking just now? The boy said, I never think anything. And the boy said, the Kung Fu master asked him again, what do you really think just now? And he said, I just think I want to breathe. I need to breathe. That's the reason. I think the story, the education behind this story is, as long as you want to succeed, as long same as you want to breathe, then you will be successful. That is very, very simple, but that is so important. In life, when we want to do anything, especially that we want to have better lifestyle, the how part is not important, because a lot of people may asking how I'm talking to my friends, how I facing rejection, this kind of thing, but that is not the main issue. The main issue is, do you know what is your intention? And when you have the intention is so clear and you want to succeed, just like just now the story, like the boy, he just want to breathe, then you will be successful. And just like what Les Brown also mentioned, you need to be hungry.
Yes.
If you are not hungry, you cannot be successful in anything. And I also today I saw a post that Roger Lin, our double diamond from Taiwan, he posted in the Facebook. He mentioned that he asked Trina today also during their diamond trip in Scotland. Trina, a triple diamond, mentioned that a simple, successful could as well. Just keep it simple. If you are hungry enough, you can make it. So, my dear friends, my advice to you, my sharing with you is, this is the main secret code. You need to be hungry. If you are take your dreams or your intention, your family or your why, just like you can, or without it also can, then you will have a lot of excuses. But I still remember the beginning, the first 2 years when I'm doing gymnastics, I don't think about the how I'm going to talk to my friend. No, I just think that I want to be successful. I want to become the first timer. I want to have to achieve my financial as soon as possible, so that I have a lot of time with my family, which I cannot achieve in my traditional business. So just now when I'm in the Zoom, I also carrying my baby, my 3 months old baby in the Zoom, during the Zoom, because why? I have the time freedom and the time freedom spending with the loved one. So if what you want, you have to really work for it. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, really fight for it, right? It's when you're pushed underwater, when you know, there's no excuse but to fight back. And so many a times that we do make excuses for, you know, the things that are happening in our current situation. But if we are focused, you know, Steffi, I really admire you for how, you know, the word come across to me, like when I see you, is the word focus.
Yes.
You are like laser focused to the goal. You know, be it for you or for the team, you are just there. You know, other things kind of fade away. So, you know, I get when you tell me this story, I mean, this is a very powerful story. I hope everyone online, please, you know, think about it. Think about the excuses that you're making for yourself. And, you know, you're going further away from your dreams. And it's important for us that we fight for it now. Don't wait till, you know, you're what, 50, 60, or, you know, or even older. Do it now. So thank you. That's a very good story. Thank you, Steffi, for sharing that powerful story for us to have that in mind, because I was visualizing it, that the person was actually putting my head into the water. Yeah, good one.
Yes. You're great. You're such a powerful mommy to fight for your daughter.
Yes.
So happy that your result is getting better and better. Yeah.
Thanks to you. Thanks for your mentoring. Thank you for your guidance as well. Yeah. So on that, because there were again quite a lot of questions that came for you today, but because of time, I can only pick 2 questions. And the first one is, you know, how do we respond to prospect if they say, you know, I want to think about it, or I want to discuss this with my spouse, or, you know, or my family, I don't know, with grandmother, grandfather, I don't know. They didn't give that excuse. So at that point, what do we say to our prospect?
Yeah, sure. It's very common to happen. But we always remember the first key point, we use 3F. Feel, felt, felt. Very important. I know how you feel. I felt the same way as well. But how after that, that means the same thing, how you respond to your client or your prospect. Use the 3F, because we cannot straight away like fighting back to them. Oh no, you must sign up right now. We must make them feel comfortable. Oh, I know how you feel. I've last time when I listened to this, I also felt the same thing. I want to discuss with my husband. But after that, I found out that if I go back to ask my husband, he will definitely stop me. And the true thing is the same. When I joined Jonas, I never asked from my husband as well. If I ask him, he will be the first one to stop me to join. And I will struggling in my life right now. So because I'm the one to attend the meetings and listen to all the testimonials. So for the first key point, you need to use the 3F. If you do not know what is a 3F, go back to the Kim Hui training link and find out what is a 3F means to you. Okay, it means in this business. Okay, 3F. After that, the second point you can tell them is the positioning, because this business is not same as other marketing plan or same as traditional business. You can come in anytime, but this is that means we call it, the faster you come in, the better you are. Why? Because you come in as a better position. Otherwise, you will be delayed, and maybe someone that join before you become after you. That means they should join after you become your leader. Then you may lose. Not one person is the one person, one people sometimes means one country, means a lot. Okay. And also the very important thing you tell them is I think very important is you find out their why. Why he want to listen to your presentation. Definitely he wants something, am I right? If he don't want something, he will not give you an opportunity to bring him to OPP or present it. So you must why this is for the family, or he want to help the kids, or he's a single mom, or he's just like me struggling in the traditional business. You remind him. Now you told me and a 3F, okay, using the 3F, and then I still remember that you say you want to give your kids a better education. You think back, you with your current job, with your current situation, can you achieve your goal? Ask questions. Sometimes when we are facing our prospect, don't be panic. Ask questions. Let them answer it. When you ask them, they will definitely, oh yeah, definitely no, I cannot get what I want for my kids if I continue in my job. So when you remind them with what they want actually in their life, that is very important. If you cannot get this point, then they may not be able to sign up on the spot. And the third thing very important you need to do is, after telling them these few key points, is the we call it injection part. We call it prevention part. Not injection. Prevention means they may go back mostly if they still don't want to sign on the spot. We cannot lock the door, right? We need to give them to go home. So you can. It's very normal that when you go back home, you will share with your families, your loved one, okay? I think they will do the same thing like what my family do as well. They will think I'm crazy. They will say, you are thinking too much. You are dreaming. Okay, it's the same thing happened to me as well 5 to 6 years ago. When I started my journey in Jeunesse, my family also told me you are dreaming. You have 同人講嘅冇咁大隻頭，冇戴咁大隻帽啊。I still, but this word is still clear at this moment. But I don't care because I know what I want. I know they are not going to pay my bills, or they're not going to give me any lifestyle. So what should I concern, even though it hurts? Okay. So and then so your family may stop you doing that, but you still you it's very normal. So this is something that you prevent them when their family are stopping them. They're still not stopping them to sign up. So it's very important for you to follow up again. Obviously, people always sign up or buy something when they are in emotion.
Emotion, yes.
Yeah, yes, that's right. Because just like yesterday, I just go to shopping and I found the Bottega bag is very nice. Okay, the emotion thing is very nice. So I then my husband asked, whether you want to buy now? I said, if you buy for me, definitely I want. Otherwise, go back home already. The emotion is not there already. Maybe I think, oh, it's okay. Maybe I don't need the bag. I have a lot of bags already. So when you touch and when you feel it, and the moment you think you want it. So the emotion is very important. When you see your prospect or your client have the feeling already, they have shown you the interest already. So try your best to explain again to them. Try to set up them on the spot, because when they go home already, they may facing a lot of the friends or the families or the rejection. They may forget about it. So it's very important to do your homework, find out their why, and use the 3F.
Yeah, so true that we are helping or guiding them to make the right decision. And sometimes, like you mentioned, the family or friends mean well, but they do not know what Jeunesse is about. They do not have that information, and sometimes they may make the assumptions about it based on other experience, that they may have. So yes, it's so important that what you've said, do the 3F. The feel, felt, found, and the positioning. Talk to them about the placement, the positioning, that they need to come in sooner, and also ask questions about their why. Dig deep, because when you get them to that emotional level, right, Steffi, is when they will make that decision. to be a part of Jeunesse. Just like, you know, you never know, you may meet up, you know, those of you online, you may meet up with another Diamond Steffi. But at that time, it's for you all to guide them to making that decision on the spot, right? Right, that was a very good one. Thank you, Diamond Steffi. All right, one other question, one last one. I know we are running out of time, but just one last one is, what is the success secret? Because, you know, the people around the world, we are all talking about GPS. GPS, you know, half year is already gone. And, you know, we are all wanting to know, what is the success secret, or what's the formula to get to their GPS target? You know, I will just put on the GPS slides. Over here, yes, okay. So yeah, let us know how we can help our team members achieve the GPS target.
Yeah, okay, it's so fantastic that you can earn extra bonus up to 15,000 US dollar. There's a lot of money in Malaysia, I think about 60,000 ringgit in just an extra bonus. So the first thing that you need to do, okay, for your information, there's the highest pay extra bonus by the company so far in this 5 to 6 years. So don't miss it, okay? I believe that when you earn this 60,000 ringgit, you can do a lot of things. You can buy a new pay a deposit for a new house, buy a new car, and do a lot of holidays for your kids as well. Okay, so how to do it? So next slide. Okay, so this one, I believe that you can get it from the website or from your leaders as well. And the next one I want to show with you is the family package, because we know that you need to achieve Sapphire. Sapphire means 12 executive. So executive means to us, you can set up your friends as a family package. Means that they can come in happy with a 0 GST, okay, jumbo package and 2 basic. Okay, so 1 executive achieve. So we will advise a simple formula for you. In the first month, get your 4 executive. Set your goal as 4 executive. So the second month, you achieve another 4 executive, and the third month, you get the 4 executive done. So totally, you would get the PGV enough. Actually, followed by this formula, you actually will achieve more than 11,000 PGV. Why? Because people that you recruit, they will do the same thing, duplicate. They will also fight their GPS as well. So when it happens, it will definitely more than 11 PGV. So if you still want to know more or understand more, you can obviously can get this info and sit down and plan with your leaders. Okay, so next one.
That's a great, how you say, a good framework or structure for them to work out, you know, their goals to achieve their target. Just a moment, okay.
So the total bonus will be how much? Is about 5,000 extra bonus. 5,000 means about 20,000 ringgit bonus plus all the commission from the starter kit, the cycles. You get roughly about 40,000 ringgit, 40,000 ringgit in just we call it 90 days, 3 months to let you to achieve this bonus. Okay, so I hope that most of you guys can achieve it, and also this is extra money. Why not? Correct or not? And help your team to achieve it. Once they sign up, sit down with them, let them understand and focus on this GPS. Then every one of us deserve to earn this extra money from Jeunesse. That's the reason why we come to this company as well. Okay, so that's my sharing.
Yes, thank you very much, Diamond Steffi. I mean, we love to spend more time with you. There's a lot of things that we can learn. You know, those online, please encourage your team to log on to our next session. You know, I always say, just don't do it alone. This business is about you and your team. Work together, because at the end of the day, a year from now, you will wish that you had started today. So thank you again to our speakers, our Diamond Steffi, our Ruby Director, Dr. Julian, our panelists, And, you know, we have Riona, we had Trevor, and we had MJ online. And of course, our admin working behind the scenes, Hillary, thank you very much for everyone's contribution and support. And the other directors as well has all helped to put this together. So, you know, what you had learned today, I believe you had heard the stories. Don't just let it stay where it is with you. Share it. You know, like, you know, I said the testimonials are fantastic. Talk to people about it, how we can help. But before that, find out what is it that's happening in their lives. Do the form HD. Because not only are you helping yourself, you're also helping them, okay, achieve the success that they want in a year from now or even less. So I'll just leave this with you. I believe there's a question here by Liz. Liz is asking Roy, the president of Asia Pacific. His full name is Roy Truett, T-R-U-E-T-T. All right, you can Google up about him. But, you know, if you have other questions, do talk to your leaders or post them on the group chat. We would love to hear from you, also feedback from today. And again, our next session will be on 3rd of July. See you guys later. Thank you again for your time. Bye.